Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts, you're still not seeing the success you deserve? You set your goals with passion, you start strong, and yet, somewhere along the way, it all falls apart. It feels like you're stuck in a cycle. No matter how hard you try, you're unable to break through. What if I told you that this isn't just you? The reality is 90% of people fail to achieve their long-term goals. They give up, they get overwhelmed, or they let fear control them. But here's the thing, it's not because they don't have the potential, it's because they fall into the same traps over and over again. The cycle of failure is not inevitable and it's not permanent. So why do most people fail despite their best efforts? The answer lies in the way they approach their challenges. Many don't have clarity about what they really want or how to get there. Others are paralyzed by fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of success. Some struggle with procrastination, constantly putting off what needs to be done. And let's not forget about overwhelm, the feeling that there's too much to do and too little time to do it. These are the root causes that hold people back. But here's the truth, it's not about the circumstances, it's about your mindset. If you want to break free from this cycle, you need to change the way you think and act. It all starts with knowing where you want to go and deciding, without a doubt, that you're going to get there. So why do so many people start strong but end up falling short? It's simple. Most people don't know how to handle resistance. They hit their first obstacle, face the first sign of discomfort, and then they quit. They think success should come easily or quickly, and when it doesn't, they lose motivation. But here's the truth. Success isn't easy. It isn't instant, and if you're waiting for it to be, you'll be waiting forever. The most successful people in the world didn't get there because everything was smooth sailing. They made it because they knew how to keep going when things got tough. They pushed through when others quit. And that's the mindset shift you need to make. If you don't take action, you're going to stay stuck. Let me tell you something, staying where you are without any change is more painful than the discomfort of stepping into the unknown. Right now, you might be scared, unsure, or even paralyzed by the thought of making a change. But think about it, if you don't act now, what will your life look like a year from now? The longer you wait, the more you lose opportunities, happiness, potential. The longer you stay where you are, the harder it becomes to move forward. The good news is it doesn't have to be that way. It's time to take control, take action, and step into the life you were meant to live. The pain of staying stuck is far greater than the discomfort of making a change. Have you ever felt like you're standing in your own way? Like every time you take a step forward, something pulls you back. You have dreams, you have potential, but something always seems to hold you back. What if I told you that the root cause of this struggle isn't your circumstances, but the way you're thinking? What if I told you that everything you need to succeed is already within you, but you've been allowing limiting beliefs to keep you trapped? Today, we're going to dive into those hidden forces that sabotage your success and keep you from achieving your full potential. We're going to identify them, confront them, and then break free. This isn't just about changing your habits, it's about changing the way you see yourself, your abilities, and your future. Your mindset is everything. It shapes how you see the world, how you react to challenges, and ultimately whether you succeed or fail. A fixed mindset, where you believe your abilities are set in stone, can cripple your potential. You start to believe that you're just not good enough, or that you're too old, too young, or simply not capable of reaching the goals you've set. But here's the game changer. A growth mindset is the key to unlocking your true potential. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities. They understand that skills can be developed, and failure is just a stepping stone to learning and improvement. So let me ask you, do you believe you can grow, or do you think you're limited by your current situation? If you want to break free from failure, it's time to embrace the idea that you can always improve, and that every challenge is a chance to get better. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the most dangerous forces in your life. It's a silent assassin quietly killing your dreams before you even have the chance to chase them. The fear of failure holds you back from taking action. The fear of judgment makes you second-guess every decision. And let's not forget the fear of success itself. What happens if you actually make it? Fear is natural, but it's also a liar. It will tell you that you're not good enough, that the risk is too great, or that failure is inevitable. But the truth is, fear is often just a feeling, not a fact. You have to confront it head-on. You have to push through it. One of the best ways to do that is to shift your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. When you take action, even in the face of fear, you begin to build confidence, and that confidence will keep propelling you forward. The fear isn't going away, but you can learn to ignore it and keep moving anyway. Procrastination is another killer. It's the dream killer, the progress killer. We all know that feeling, putting something off until tomorrow, hoping it will magically get easier. But the truth is, procrastination doesn't make things easier. It makes them harder. The science behind procrastination is simple. It's your brain avoiding discomfort. Your mind tricks you into thinking that if you avoid the task, you'll feel better. But the reality is, the longer you put things off, the more stress you create. The more you delay, the harder it becomes to get started. So how do you break the cycle? You start small. Break your task into manageable steps and focus on just one thing at a time. You don't need to do everything at once. Just take that first step and the rest will follow. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a victory. And victories, no matter how minor, build momentum. Start now. Start today. Discipline and consistency are the bedrock of long-term success. Without them, all your big dreams and ambitions remain just that, dreams. Consistent action is the key to making progress. Think about it. Small, daily actions add up over time. Whether it's waking up early to work on your goals, reading a chapter of a book every day, or exercising for just 15 minutes, you are building momentum with every action you take. Discipline isn't about doing something once and expecting results. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and putting in the work. Lack of discipline sabotages your progress. Without consistency, you're building a house on sand. There's no solid foundation. So ask yourself, what habits are you creating today that will shape your future? What can you do day after day to get you closer to your goals? The key to success isn't about making huge leaps. It's about taking small, consistent steps every single day. Have you ever found yourself chasing after something, but you're not really sure what that something is? You go through the motions, putting in the effort, but deep down, you feel like you're running in circles. Something is missing. What you need is clarity. Without knowing why you're doing something, every step you take will feel like you're wandering in the dark. You can have all the ambition, all the drive, but without a clear vision, you'll never reach your destination. That's the truth. But what if I told you that today you can change all that? You can start to see your path clearly, and with that clarity, your every action will feel purposeful. We're going to talk about how clarity and vision are the foundation of true success. We'll break down how knowing your why, creating a vision, and setting clear goals will not only guide you, but give you the momentum you need to succeed. Let me ask you something. Have you ever really thought about why you want what you want? What's driving you? What's the deeper reason behind your goals? If you can't answer that clearly, you're setting yourself up for failure. Your why is the fuel that will power you when the road gets tough. It's what will keep you going when you want to quit. If you don't know why you're pursuing a goal, it's too easy to give up when obstacles come. But when your purpose is clear, nothing can stop you. Knowing your why isn't just a motivational buzzword, it's the foundation of your success. It's what ties everything together. Without a strong why, you'll lose direction. But with it, you'll find the strength to push through the hardest challenges. So what's your why? Is it clear enough to guide you through the rough patches? If it's not, now is the time to find it. Now that you know your why, it's time to turn that vision into action. It's one thing to have a dream, but it's another thing entirely to have a plan. Without a roadmap, your vision remains just that, a vision, a beautiful, far-off idea. But here's the thing, goals without a clear path are just wishes. You need to break your vision down into specific, actionable steps. This is where so many people get stuck. They know they want something, but they don't know how to get there. That's where a roadmap comes in. When you translate your vision into action, you create a series of steps that lead you forward. Each step becomes a victory. It builds confidence. The key is to start small. Focus on what you can do today. What can you do in the next hour? Break your big goals into smaller chunks, and before you know it, those chunks add up. Take one step at a time. Action breeds momentum. Momentum breeds success. If you want to achieve your vision, you've got to see it before you can touch it. Visualization isn't just some fluffy technique. It's a powerful tool that primes your mind for success. It's like a mental rehearsal. If you can clearly visualize your success, you're already laying the groundwork to achieve it. Visualization helps you build confidence and solidify your belief in what's possible. It keeps your goals at the forefront of your mind. Every time you visualize, you're planting seeds that push you closer to your goals. Imagine yourself achieving what you've always dreamed of. What does it feel like? How does it look? What do you hear? The more vivid and real that picture becomes, the more likely you are to take the necessary actions to make it a reality. This isn't about wishful thinking, it's about focusing your mind on what you want and building the belief that it's possible. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Lastly, let's talk about goals. The blueprint for turning your dreams into reality. The power of goal setting is unmatched. Goals give you direction. They provide the map that guides you from where you are to where you want to be. But here's the catch. Your goals must be specific, measurable, and aligned with your long-term vision. Vague goals like, I want to be successful. Don't cut it. What does success look like for you? Break it down. Set clear milestones along the way. Each goal you set should push you closer to that ultimate vision. And remember, don't just set goals for the sake of it. Make them meaningful. They should challenge you, but they should also be achievable. Track your progress and make adjustments as needed. This process isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every goal you achieve brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. So get clear on your goals, make them specific, and take action. Your dreams are waiting for you, but only if you make them real through concrete, actionable steps. We all face challenges. It's a part of life. But what separates those who thrive from those who give up is how they respond when things get tough. Do you crumble when faced with difficulty, or do you find the strength to rise up and keep pushing forward? It's easy to feel defeated when obstacles appear, but here's the truth. Resilience is what will carry you through. It's not about being perfect. It's about getting back up every time you fall. Today I'm going to talk about the power of resilience, how to turn failure into fuel, and how mental toughness can help you overcome anything. If you're ready to stop letting challenges define you and instead start using them as stepping stones towards success, keep listening. We're going to break through the barriers that have been holding you back. Life is full of storms. You can't avoid them and you can't stop them. But here's the key. Resilience doesn't mean never feeling pain or never failing. It means knowing how to get up when you've been knocked down. Resilience is about bouncing back, no matter how hard life hits you. You won't always get everything right, and that's okay. It's not perfection that leads to success. It's your ability to keep going despite imperfections. Every setback, every challenge, every hard time is a chance to grow stronger. You're not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. Resilience allows you to weather the storms of life and keep moving forward. So ask yourself, how will you handle the next storm that comes your way? Will you let it break you, or will you rise stronger because of it? Let me be clear, failure is not the end. It's just a step. Too many people see failure as a wall, a dead end. But failure is not the enemy. It's your greatest ally in the pursuit of success. Each time you fail, you learn, you grow, you get closer to your goal. Let me tell you something important. Failure is never final unless you decide it is. The most successful people in the world have failed time and time again, but they didn't stop. They turned each failure into a lesson, a stepping stone. Take a moment to think about the times you failed. What did you learn? What could you have done differently? How did that failure shape who you are today? The next time you face a setback, don't see it as an obstacle. See it as an opportunity to rise, to get better, to move closer to your dreams, to make it a reality. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about focusing your mind on what you want and building the belief that it's possible. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Lastly, let's talk about goals. The blueprint for turning your dreams into reality. The power of goal setting is unmatched. Goals give you direction. They provide the map that guides you from where you are to where you want to be. But here's the catch. Your goals must be specific, measurable, and aligned with your long-term vision. Vague goals like, I want to be successful, don't cut it. What does success look like for you? Break it down, set clear milestones along the way. Each goal you set should push you closer to that ultimate vision. And remember, don't just set goals for the sake of it, make them meaningful. They should challenge you, but they should also be achievable. Track your progress and make adjustments as needed. This process isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every goal you achieve brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. So get clear on your goals, make them specific, and take action. Your dreams are waiting for you, but only if you make them real through concrete, actionable steps. We all face challenges. It's a part of life. But what separates those who thrive from those who give up is how they respond when things get tough. Do you crumble when faced with difficulty, or do you find the strength to rise up and keep pushing forward? It's easy to feel defeated when obstacles appear, but here's the truth. Resilience is what will carry you through. It's not about being perfect, it's about getting back up every time you fall. Today, I'm going to talk about the power of resilience, how to turn failure into fuel, and how mental toughness can help you overcome anything. If you're ready to stop letting challenges define you, and instead start using them as stepping stones towards success, keep listening. We're going to break through the barriers that have been holding you back. Life is full of storms. You can't avoid them, and you can't stop them. But here's the key. Resilience doesn't mean never feeling pain or never failing. It means knowing how to get up when you've been knocked down. Resilience is about bouncing back, no matter how hard life hits you. You won't always get everything right, and that's okay. It's not perfection that leads to success. It's your ability to keep going despite imperfections. Every setback, every challenge, every hard time is a chance to grow stronger. You're not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. Resilience allows you to weather the storms of life and keep moving forward. So ask yourself, how will you handle the next storm that comes your way? Will you let it break you, or will you rise stronger because of it? Let me be clear, failure is not the end, it's just a step. Too many people see failure as a wall, a dead end, but failure is not the enemy. It's your greatest ally in the pursuit of success. Each time you fail, you learn, you grow, you get closer to your goal. Let me tell you something important. Failure is never final, unless you decide it is. The most successful people in the world have failed time and time again, but they didn't stop. They turned each failure into a lesson, a stepping stone. Take a moment to think about the times you failed. What did you learn? What could you have done differently? How did that failure shape who you are today? The next time you face a setback, don't see it as an obstacle. See it as an opportunity to rise, to get better, to move closer to your dreams. Now let's talk about developing mental toughness. Life is going to test you. You're going to face moments when you want to give up, when everything seems impossible. But this is when you need to dig deep. Mental toughness isn't about being tough all the time. It's about learning how to push through when times get tough. It's about training your mind to keep going even when you want to quit. You can do this by practicing positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself matters. When things get hard, tell yourself, I can do this. Repeat it, believe it. Your mind will follow your commands. And when that voice inside your head starts telling you to give up, push back. Perseverance is key. It's not the strongest who win. It's the ones who refuse to quit. Keep showing up, keep doing the work, and keep believing that you're capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. Discomfort is your greatest ally. I know, it sounds strange, right? We've been taught to avoid discomfort, to seek comfort and ease. But here's the truth, success lies on the other side of your comfort zone. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve something great, you have to embrace discomfort. It's in those uncomfortable moments that you build resilience, that you strengthen your mental toughness. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand your potential. Success isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But the people who rise above the rest are the ones who embrace the discomfort and keep moving forward. When you feel that resistance, when you're tempted to back off, push through, that's where the growth happens. So next time you're faced with something uncomfortable, remember, on the other side of discomfort is your success. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by the sheer amount of tasks on your to-do list? Do you feel like you're working hard, but somehow not getting any closer to your goals? You're not alone. So many people struggle with managing their time effectively. They get caught up in the noise and the clutter of daily life, and as a result, their progress slows down. Today, I'm going to show you how to take control of your time, focus on what truly matters, and make every minute count. The strategies I'm about to share with you are not just about doing more, they're about doing what counts. They're about being intentional with your time, so you can create the results you've always wanted. If you're ready to stop feeling busy and start getting results, keep listening. What you're about to hear could change the way you approach each day and ultimately change your life. You need to understand one thing: not everything is equally important. If you want to make real progress, you must learn how to prioritize. Stop spreading yourself too thin and trying to do everything at once. The key to success isn't doing more, it's doing what matters most. Ask yourself what's going to move the needle forward. What tasks will have the most significant impact on your goals? Focus on high-value activities. By identifying your top priorities, you'll ensure that your time and energy are spent on the things that bring you the greatest return. A simple exercise is to make a list of everything you're working on and then ask yourself, what will get me closer to my goals if I focus on it right now? Once you've identified those high-impact tasks, dedicate your time and energy to them and watch your progress accelerate. Prioritizing for success is about being strategic with your efforts, not just working harder. Now let me introduce you to the 80-20th rule. This principle is a game changer when it comes to productivity. It's simple: 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, there are specific tasks that if you focus on them, will create the most significant impact on your success. Here's the trick. Identify that 20%. Find out what activities generate the most results and put your energy into those. This is about working smarter, not harder. Too many people waste their time on things that don't matter. They spend hours on tasks that bring little to no benefit to their lives or careers. Don't fall into that trap. If you want to be productive, you need to focus on the vital few things that will move you forward and let go of the rest. Start applying the 80-20th rule and watch your productivity skyrocket. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's built on the foundation of a daily routine. The most successful people in the world don't just show up and hope for the best. They have structured days that balance work, rest, and growth. Your daily routine is the backbone of your success. If you're not intentionally designing your day, you're leaving your success up to chance. So how do you build a productive routine? Start by identifying your key priorities. What are the most important tasks you need to focus on? Schedule those first. Then make sure to carve out time for self-care and recovery. Success doesn't come from working yourself into the ground. Your mind and body need rest to stay sharp. And don't forget about growth. Dedicate time to learning, improving, and expanding your skills. A productive daily routine isn't just about checking off tasks. It's about creating space for what truly matters in your life and career. Distractions are one of the biggest barriers to productivity. How many times have you sat down to work, only to find yourself distracted by your phone, social media, or a million other things? Every time you get distracted, it takes longer to get back on track. To truly be productive, you need to eliminate distractions. This means creating an environment that supports focus. Put your phone on silent. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Find a quiet place where you can focus without interruptions. It's also important to set clear boundaries. Let people know when you're working and when you're available. Distractions will always be there, but you have the power to control them. If you want to make meaningful progress, you need to protect your focus. The key to staying on track is eliminating anything that doesn't serve your goals. Keep your eyes on the prize and block out the noise. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to, while others struggle year after year with the same goals? It's not about talent or luck, it's about habits. Your daily actions, the things you do without even thinking about it, are shaping your future more than you realize. If you want to unlock your full potential and create the success you've been dreaming of, you have to take control of your habits. Today I'm going to break down how habits form the foundation for everything you want to achieve, and how you can start building the ones that will lead you to your greatest success. This isn't just about making a quick change, it's about building a new way of living. A way that sets you up for the results you want, not just tomorrow but for the rest of your life. Stay with me because what you're about to hear could change the course of your future. When it comes to success, everything starts with your habits. Imagine your life as a skyscraper. The bigger and more impressive the building, the deeper and stronger the foundation needs to be. If you want to reach new heights, you need to build a solid foundation. Your habits are that foundation. What you do every day, no matter how small, determines the structure of your future. If you consistently make poor decisions, you're laying down weak bricks that will eventually crumble. But if you choose actions that support your growth and goals, you are building a skyscraper that can withstand anything. It's not the big dramatic changes that will get you to success. It's the small, consistent, daily actions that create a strong foundation for the future you desire. Every choice, every habit is like another brick in your skyscraper. Make each one count. Building positive habits is about small actions, repeated over time. Think of it this way, you don't build a mountain by placing one giant stone on top. It's the countless little stones that accumulate over time to form something massive. This is how positive habits work. They seem insignificant in the moment, but when you repeat them day in and day out, they compound and lead to monumental results. This is the power of consistency. It's not about doing everything perfectly from the start. It's about showing up every day and doing what you can, even if it's just a little. Over time, those small steps lead to progress, and that progress leads to success. Don't underestimate the power of small actions. They are the building blocks of everything you want to achieve. Start with one habit, master it, then move on to the next. Before you know it, you'll have built a whole new life, one small step at a time. Now, let's talk about breaking bad habits, the ones that are holding you back. We all have them. The habits that we know are not serving us, but somehow we still cling to them. Whether it's procrastination, unhealthy eating, or self-doubt, these habits keep us stuck in a cycle of frustration. But let me tell you something, breaking a bad habit isn't as hard as you think. It starts with awareness. The first step is to recognize the habits that are not supporting your goals. Once you've identified them, it's time to replace them with new positive habits. Don't try to quit cold turkey or expect immediate change. Replace the bad habit with something that moves you closer to your goal. For example, if you're trying to quit procrastinating, replace the habit of delaying tasks with the habit of taking immediate action on small tasks. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just start small, and over time, the new habit will take over. The key is repetition. The more you practice the new behavior, the less room there will be for the old one to creep back in. Change happens slowly, but it happens. Stay consistent, and you will see transformation. Let's take a deeper dive into the science of habit formation. Why do habits form, and how can we make new ones stick? The truth is, our brains are wired to follow patterns. We are creatures of habit, and once our brains form a routine, they tend to keep us on autopilot. But here's the good news, this wiring doesn't work against you. You can reprogram your brain to form habits that support your goals. The key is to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, focus on one habit at a time. Start with something simple, something you know you can stick with. When you repeat an action enough times, your brain starts to associate that behavior with a reward, and it becomes automatic. The trick is to stay consistent, and the habit will begin to stick. Over time, your new habits will become ingrained in your brain, and they will start working for you instead of against you. Understanding the science behind habit formation. This is empowering because it means you can build the habits that will lead you to success. The power is in your hands, one small, consistent action at a time. Have you ever felt like you're working hard but still not getting anywhere? Like no matter how much effort you put in, something always seems to hold you back? The truth is, you can't do it alone. We all need help. No one ever achieved true success without guidance, support, and a team of people pushing them forward. Today we're going to talk about the importance of mentorship and accountability, the game changers that will fast-track your progress and set you on a path toward real achievement. Whether you're just starting or you've been grinding for years, the right people can make all the difference. This isn't just about asking for help, it's about choosing the right people to invest in your growth. Stay with me because the lessons I'm about to share could change the way you approach your future. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a cliche, it's a fact. The people around you shape who you become. That's why mentorship and accountability partners are essential to success. When you surround yourself with the right people, those who challenge you, inspire you, and push you beyond your limits, you increase your chances of success exponentially. Mentorship accelerates your growth by providing you with the knowledge, experience, and perspective you might not have on your own. Accountability partners keep you on track, ensuring that you don't stray from your goals. It's not just about learning the right strategies, it's about having someone there to remind you when you're slipping, to encourage you when you're down, and to celebrate your wins with you. You don't have to figure everything out alone. Find the people who will guide you, teach you, and hold you accountable. Together you can move mountains. Now let's talk about finding the right mentors. Not every mentor will be the right fit for you. It's important to seek out people who align with your goals, who have already achieved what you're striving for, and who are willing to invest in your growth. Look for mentors who have walked the path you're on and who are willing to share the lessons they've learned along the way. This doesn't just mean business mentors if you're building a career. This applies to all areas of life. Whether you're looking for advice on personal development, relationships, or health, find someone who has lived it, who can teach you how to avoid mistakes, and who can open your eyes to new opportunities. A good mentor isn't just someone who offers advice, they're someone who shows you the way forward, who helps you see beyond the obstacles, and who pushes you to be better than you were yesterday. Don't waste time looking up to people who haven't walked the walk. Choose mentors who can teach you how to navigate the challenges you'll face, so you can avoid unnecessary detours on your path to success. But even with the right mentors, you still need accountability. Why? Because no matter how motivated you are, it's easy to slip up and fall off track. Having someone who holds you to your word, someone who expects results from you, makes a world of difference. Accountability partners help you stay disciplined and focused. They check in, ask the hard questions, and ensure that you're consistently working toward your goals. When you have someone who expects progress from you, it pushes you to take action, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Let me tell you something, motivation alone won't carry you through the tough times. It's accountability that keeps you grounded. It's the accountability that says, did you get that done? Did you push yourself today? And when you know someone is going to ask, you're much more likely to stay focused and keep moving forward. Accountability partners don't just help you stay on track, they help you elevate your standards. They make you want to be better, to show up and to deliver on what you promised. You need people who won't let you off the hook, who will hold you to the highest level of discipline, even when the going gets tough. Accountability also builds a sense of urgency. You can't afford to let things slide when someone is expecting results from you. It's a powerful motivator, and it forces you to take action every day. You'll be amazed at what you can accomplish when you know that someone else is in your corner, watching and encouraging you, making sure that you stay consistent. It's easy to let goals slip when you don't have anyone holding you accountable. But when you know you're being watched, when you know that your actions or lack of actions will be noticed, it changes the way you approach your day. You stop making excuses, you stop putting things off, and you start taking action. It's simple, but it works. Accountability turns your dreams into deadlines and your ambitions into tangible results. And that's the key to success. You need a partner, a mentor, someone who will check in on you and help you stay disciplined and focused every step of the way. Success doesn't happen in a vacuum. You need the right people around you, the mentors who guide you, and the accountability partners who keep you on track. They are the ones who help you stay focused, driven, and motivated even when the road gets tough. So don't try to go at it alone. Seek out those who can help you level up. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you, and who hold you accountable. When you do that, you'll fast-track your way to success. Have you ever found yourself standing at the edge of a dream, feeling unsure of how to make that first move? Maybe you've been waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or the stars to align before you take action. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as the perfect moment. The truth is, the longer you wait, the further away success will seem. Today is the day to stop waiting and start moving. In this speech, we'll talk about the power of immediate action, how breaking down big goals into small steps creates momentum, and what will happen if you keep putting things off. The time to take action is right now. Let's dive in. Action is the key to turning dreams into reality. Waiting only delays success. Every time you hesitate, every time you think, I'll start tomorrow, you're pushing your dreams further into the future. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to get started. But when you take immediate action, no matter how small, it sparks momentum. Momentum is what keeps you going even when things get tough. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. The more you move, the more energy you build. Your first step might feel small, but that's the foundation for everything that follows. The power of immediate action is simple. It turns an idea into reality. It moves you from thinking about what you want to do to actually doing it. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Start now. One small step today leads to bigger steps tomorrow. So how do you begin? The first step is often the hardest, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks. Take a huge goal and cut it into bite-sized pieces. If you want to lose weight, don't focus on the 50 pounds you need to shed. Start with a simple goal: walk for 10 minutes today. If you want to start a business, don't get bogged down by the idea of launching a full-fledged company right now. Focus on setting up your website or writing your business plan. Break down the large, intimidating goal into something you can tackle today. And when you take that first step, no matter how small, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment. It's this feeling of progress that keeps you going. It gives you the energy to take the next step, and before you know it, you've made real progress toward your goal. The first step is the hardest, but it's also the most important. Don't wait for everything to be perfect, just get started. But what happens if you don't take action? It's easy to get stuck in the trap of thinking, I'll do it later. But let me remind you, later may never come. When you don't take action today, you risk staying in the same place. You miss out on opportunities. You let time slip away. And worst of all, you face the regret of knowing you could have done something but you didn't. Every moment you delay is a moment you'll never get back. If you're waiting for the perfect time, you'll be waiting forever. If you're not taking action, you're letting fear and doubt hold you back. And that's a road that leads nowhere. Every successful person you look up to took action, even when they didn't feel ready, even when they faced uncertainty. The difference between success and failure is often about whether you act or wait. If you want to change your life, if you want to achieve your dreams, you can't wait. You must act today. Now let's summarize the key points. First, it all starts with mindset. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. You must believe that success is possible for you. Then build the right habits, daily actions that move you toward your goals. Get clear on your vision. Understand where you want to go, and don't let distractions steer you off course. The next step is to take action. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Break down your goals into small, manageable steps and start today. And finally, remember that mentorship and accountability partners will fast-track your progress. Surround yourself with people who push you, who challenge you, and who will hold you to your word. They will help you stay disciplined and on track. Success doesn't happen overnight, but with the right mindset, habits, clarity, and action, you can break free from the cycle of failure and start building the life you've always dreamed of. Your path to success starts now. The time to act is right this moment. If you wait, you'll continue to stay where you are. If you act, you'll move closer to your dreams every single day. The first step might feel scary, but it's the most important one. Remember, every great success story began with someone taking that first step, no matter how small. So ask yourself, what is the one thing you can do today to move forward? Whatever it is, do it now. Don't wait. The time to act is now. This is your moment. Take the first step. Start today.